Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my 2018 New Year's goals. And I know it is already like 2 weeks into the new year, but I was traveling and then it was my birthday and I just had a lot going on, so I'm finally sitting down to film them. I'm not only filming them to give you guys ideas, but I'm also filming them so I can keep myself accountable. I just want to be able to go back, look at this video maybe in a few months and see if I'm keeping up with them or if I completely disregarded all of them as a whole. I just think that is a great idea. And I know some people don't believe in New Year's resolutions, but I see it as a new slate, a new opportunity just to start off with some great habits and just to reevaluate your goals and what you want to accomplish in the next year. So if you guys are curious as to what my habits and what my resolutions are, then just keep on watching. So with my goals, I kind of have like a main category of like what I want to do, and then under that I've just wrote down some things that'll help me achieve that goal. So like I have a major goal and then I have a bunch of like little sub goals, if that makes sense. So the first goal I have is to get fit. I do exercise pretty regularly, but lately I have been pretty inconsistent because I've been traveling to and from California. A few things I want to do to get fit is I want to try some new things. I want to try like yoga classes, and I've never tried a spin class before, some bar classes. I just want to do some things that keep me interested in exercising and being fit. Another thing I want to try is getting a personal trainer, and I know they can sometimes be pretty expensive, but I think it'll help in the long run. Having someone kick my ass instead of me trying to kick my own ass will probably be a lot more motivating and effective. So that's another thing I want to try. And then the last portion of the getting fit goal is just to have it in my daily routine. Instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna go to class, I'm gonna do this, and then later on I'm gonna work out. Instead of doing that, I'm going to establish a time I'm gonna work out every single day. I'm gonna establish my routine of what I'm gonna do once I get to the gym. And when I say get to the gym, my gym is downstairs in my apartment complex, so it's not far at all. And if I don't work out, then I'm just pure lazy. So I really want to stick with this goal, and I think I've broken it down into some pretty achievable things. My next major category is to be motivated, and that's a pretty broad statement. Some of the smaller goals I have are to wake up early each morning. I hear that when people wake up earlier each morning, they just seem more motivated and they tend to get a lot more done. And not only just get up early, but not to look at my phone for the first 30 minutes or however minutes. I just want to start my day off right, and I think that'll be motivating in it of itself. Another thing about staying motivated is working towards these resolutions every single day. So now that I've set these resolutions, I need to stay motivated with them. So making smaller goals to achieve the smaller goals to achieve the large goals. I'm like really breaking it down so that these resolutions are foolproof. And the last part of being motivated is listening to motivating podcasts and reading motivating books. So self-help books and podcasts that just make me want to go out and achieve my dreams. I've started listening to some podcasts that bloggers have recommended, and I have found that I love listening to them while I'm driving, and when I travel on planes, I'm gonna start downloading them and listening to them while I'm on long plane rides. If you guys have any good podcasts you wanna recommend or any good books you wanna recommend, then comment them down below because I am taking as many recommendations as possible. The next thing is be organized. So I'm actually a pretty organized person, but I am in college, I am traveling, I'm doing YouTube, I am trying to have a social life. It's all very messy. It's just a lot. So one thing I want to try doing in 2018 is to stay organized. So to stay organized, I need to stop procrastinating. I always find myself writing down things I need to get done, and at the end of the day, I still haven't done them, and then I push it off and I keep pushing it off, and then, oh look, the assignment is due or the video needs to be uploaded and neither is done. So stop procrastinating. That is a huge thing that I have struggled with in the past, and I really need to stop. The next part of being organized is writing in my planner every day. Let me just show you guys my planner real quick. Alright, let's find this. Alrighty, let's try this again. Okay guys, so plot twist. My camera stopped recording, so this is the next day that I'm filming this, and I'm just gonna try and jump back in. So if you were wondering why the camera position changed and why I may look a little bit different. That is why. Let's just try and jump right back into where I left off. When it comes to being organized for me, I find that I'm a lot more organized and my life is a lot more put together when I have a planner. So last year I bought my first Erin Condren planner and I used it throughout the entire year. I wrote so much stuff in it, and at the end of the year I looked through all the months and it just looked so full, and I could like look back on my year and see what I did. So that's what I did again this year. This is the Erin Condren planner. I did get a different layout. I got this kind of layout. And I love planning with it. Usually the first of the month I will plan my whole week ahead, and sometimes I'll even plan the whole month ahead, and it's just really, it is a really good organizational tool for me, and I just feel like my life is a little bit more put together when I do that. And then also something that helps me stay planning with my planner, because I know some people say that it's hard to use a physical planner instead of just their phone or something else. I have bought a lot of stickers for my planner, and that might be like really cheesy or like middle schoolish of me, but I love these stickers, and that's part of the reason I use this planner, is because when I put all the stickers in here, it just looks so pretty. So if you guys want to see any planning videos with me, then just let me know. I low-key have a passion for planning, so I might just have to do some even if nobody wants them. So the next major category is eating healthy, and I already eat pretty healthy because 1, I don't eat gluten, and 2, I don't eat dairy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm eating healthy. I can still eat a lot of processed foods because there is a lot of gluten-free stuff now in grocery stores, which I thank the Lord for, but it is really processed, and like in my eyes it's still unhealthy because it's processed. So what I want to try doing this year is being more conscious about what I'm putting in my body, so eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, and eating less meat. I'm not gonna go full-on vegan. Well, I guess it would be plant-based, but either, you know, plant-based, vegan is the same thing. I'm gonna try going a little bit more plant-based with my diet, and that's not saying I won't eat meat every now and then, but what I'm really trying to say is I'm gonna try not to eat meat every now and then. And I think it's not even like a healthy aspect, it's just when I don't eat meat, I feel a lot better internally and my anxiety subsides. There's just a lot of stuff that I've noticed because I have gone vegan for 2 months. Well, I guess it's plant-based. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. I have gone plant-based for 2 months, so it made a really big difference in my life and my digestion and all that stuff. So, and along with that, I want to try and eat out a lot less. When I go to California, I eat out so much just because I don't feel like going to the grocery store and buying groceries, but I just need to get over that and go and buy the groceries instead of eating out. So that is it for my eating healthy category. My next big category is like kind of a big thing. I titled it Cure My Acne. Now, I've never really talked about my acne before in depth on my channel, but that's something I want to change this year. But I have suffered really bad with acne in the past. Right now, you might look at my skin and think, no, your skin looks clear, whatever. But sophomore year of college, my acne was absolutely horrible. I didn't ever want to go out. I wouldn't let Isaac see me without makeup on. Like, it was actually really bad, and I realized how I can help my acne by changing my diet and a lot of other factors. And I think 2018, I really want to focus on finding what makes me break out, like what certain types of foods specifically. I know dairy does, but I want to know more in depth, like processed foods or this kind of food. I just want to look more into it, and I also kind of want to get some facials, maybe try out some new things and see if that helps my acne. And of course, I will be vlogging all of that because I want to help everybody with acne, because I have been there. So my next major category is YouTube. So some of my goals are I want to have a consistent schedule, I want to be making videos that I love, and I also want to be going outside my comfort zone to create content and editing, and just, it sounds complicated, but in my head I have these like goals and just like, I don't know how to explain. Next category is growing in my faith. So I am a Christian. Well, I was baptized as Catholic, but either way, I believe in God, and I would say that I am okay in my faith, but I definitely have a lot of improving to do. I am thinking about going on another mission trip because I went on a mission trip last year or 2 years ago, I believe, and I really, really liked it. So I'm thinking about doing that again. And I'm also thinking about maybe joining like a group or something. I just want to be more consistent in my faith, basically. So these next two categories are probably my most important categories or resolutions, goals, whatever. And it's what I really, really want to focus on in 2018. And the first category is to travel more. So if you guys have seen any of my vlogs or follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you would know that I traveled quite a lot. I've flown over 35,000 miles, and that was just with Delta Airlines. I've also flown some other airlines, so I'm not really sure the exact amount of miles that I've flown, but I have flown a lot of miles, especially for a college student, because I'm only able to go on the weekends. In 2018, I have already announced that me and Isaac will be traveling to Bali, Indonesia, and I'm so excited for that because it's a new place and a new culture. But I also want to plan some more trips, maybe not with people. I'm not opposed to going alone, and some may think that's depressing, but I find it really, I don't know. I just feel like I can learn more about myself if I were to go someplace by myself, and I don't know, it's kind of weird to talk about, so I think I'm going to stop talking about it. But yeah, so I definitely want to travel more. I definitely want to travel more. And final category is I want to focus on my personal happiness. This past year has probably been the hardest year for me that I can recall. It's been hard for me emotionally, and without getting into too much detail, I have struggled a lot with anxiety and a little bit of depression. Nothing too intense, so if my friends or family are watching this, like, don't freak out. I'm clearly fine, but anxiety, I have talked a lot with my mom and my boyfriend about. It got so bad this year that I quit driving on highways, and I would take back roads, and I would have to pull over on the side of the road sometimes, and my anxiety has just gotten really bad, and it's gotten, I mean, I've also left class because of it. I have freaked out on airplanes. It's gotten really bad, and I'm starting to find out what is kind of the root of the cause, but there's a lot of factors I still don't know. So in 2018, I think I want to see maybe a doctor. I want to get like my body checked out, just make sure my hormones are okay, because anxiety is the worst thing anybody could ever ask for. Why am I getting emotional talking about this? Oh my gosh, I'm literally getting emotional. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional. This was not supposed to be an emotional video. Anxiety is just really hard to live with, and you feel like you're not in control of your own body and your own emotions, and it takes a toll on your friendships and on your just your life in general. And for 2018, I really want to focus on finding new ways to help my anxiety. And whether it be yoga or working out or reading a book or whatever it may be, I really want to find what helps my anxiety. So I don't mean to end on an emotional note, but 2018 I have a lot of goals and resolutions for, as you can tell. I know it's going to be hard to stick with every single one of them, but if I plan them accordingly, I believe that I can turn these goals into accomplishments. That sounded really cheesy. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If anybody hasn't made it to this point, I know this is probably a really long video. I hope that you guys can take what I said and kind of help your own resolutions and goals. And just because it is the middle of January doesn't, if you are watching this video in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, it doesn't mean you can't, you know, set goals for yourself, and there's still resolutions. So I hope that I can help you, and I will definitely be making more videos on how I'm keeping up with these goals. I've already looked into habit tracking, and I've looked at some organizational print-offs on Pinterest, and I'm really into organization this year. That's one of the things I'm really going to focus on. So I will be making more videos on my progress in the near future. So if you guys are interested in those, be sure to click that button down where it says subscribe and you will see some more of me. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.